Hey yo, what's up guys? It's me, the Great Whatever, back from another video, and this is what if Deku was crushed. Now, what I mean by crush, I mean like, emotionally, like if he's heartbroken or sad. That's what I mean by crushed, but heavy, more heavier than that. And this is gonna be 18 plus, if you haven't known by the whole title and all. And this ship is gonna be Mei Hatsume X Deku, the most, you know, thickest snicker of them all, Mei. And yeah, my preferable waifu, hopefully. And I know I was supposed to upload this yesterday, but I did try it around like 20 times to try and upload it. But I was really tired and I did have some people over, so it did cause a little bit more noise. And yeah, this is going to be a late Valentine's Day special. I'm very sorry to the people who I promised I would be uploading yesterday. I really am. And not always, not everything goes to plan. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, this is my way to give you it. What if that you guys have been waiting for so long? Now, I won't be uploading for at least a week or until Wednesday. No, no, this next Wednesday, because I will be focusing on a 2K special. Now, yeah, I don't think I have much else to say. So, this is going to take place before the events of the whole overall arc, before Izuku actually goes to the Night Agency. And yeah, I don't think I have much else to say. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy my what if. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like if you like it, dislike it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And let's get right into this what if. So, we're going to start the story off with Izuku heading towards class. Now, as Izuku just goes in, sits down, he notices there's a lot of love in the room. Valentine's Day. He sees Denki asking now Jiro to be his Valentine's. Jiro's being, embarrassed and all, says yes. Denki, he's just screaming out of top of his lungs saying that Jiro actually says yes. And Jiro responds by trying to hit him with her little ear jacks, making, some of them laugh and chuckle, making Izuku chuckle and smile. And Tokoyami, he asks Froppy out, for Valentine's Day, and, she says yes and all, and Tokoyami is actually pretty happy. Momo asked out Toroki for Valentine's Day, and Mina asked out Kirishima for Valentine's Day, and Kirishima, he was a little bit embarrassed, but he says, yeah, why not? And Mina just jumped on him saying, yes. And, Izuku's being happy and all for them. Now, Izuku is holding a small box, what seems to be chocolates. Now, it had like a little pink ribbon on it. Izuku was meaning to give this to Uraraka, since they have been dating for at least 6 months so far, and actually has introduced Uraraka towards her mother. His mother. So, but Inko didn't really like Uraraka. Her behavior was really unusual, and really wished for the best for Izuku, making sure he knows what he's getting into. But Izuku responds to his mother saying that he already got to, he trusts her a lot. And if Izuku's happy, Inko's happy. That's the most part of it. And Izuku, he's sitting on his desk, just waiting for Uraka to come in into the door, and wait and give it to her. The little box of chocolates that Izuku's pretty, embarrassed to give. He's nervous and all. He's still the lovable Izuku that we all love, even though he's 18 plus, 18. And as Uraka goes in, Izuku gets up and says, hi Uraka, how you been? Uraka responds saying, oh, hi Izuku. You need anything? Izuku responds saying, well, I got you this. He gives her a little box of chocolates with a little pink ribbon on it, and, she says, thanks, I guess. And Izuku felt a little off by her tone. It's almost like she wasn't really insincere about it. And Izuku thought, maybe she's having a bad day or anything. So he just sits down and, she pecks Izuku right in the cheek, a little kiss. and Izuku, happy. And as Uraraka sits on her desk, behind Izuku, she looks at Ida. Ida just looks at her, and Ida, he got a little box of chocolates, but as he reveals his box of chocolates, slowly you see a pack of money, yen. And Uraraka's looking like that, and both of them are looking at each other, and Uraraka's like, yeah, I know what I had to do. And Izuku, he turns around, and Uraraka just faces Izuku, saying, you need something? Izuku says, well, I want you to go outside around like 9 sharp. I wanted to tell you something very important. And Uraraka says, okay, I guess. And Izuku says, are you alright, Uraraka? You seem very different today. Uraraka responds saying, yeah, I'm fine. And Izuku thought, maybe, she's having a really bad day or something, because she never acts like this. Well, not around him. And, Izuku, he was thinking about more and more about this until he hears Aizawa comes in, saying that, alright, everyone sit your asses down, I know it's Valentine's Day, but it's not going to stop you from doing your work. Everyone just awes. And Aizawa says, alright, shut up, you little babies. Anyways, we're here to talk about your agencies that you're going to be joining very soon. You have to fill out these applications that who you interviewed back then or wish to join their agencies. And Izuku, he's thinking about joining Night Eye's agency, who was once part, Night Eye was actually a sidekick of All Might, since All Might already told him. As Izuku, he begins to, wonder, he's gonna meet Mirio there, since they already met each other, and, they fought each other. Izuku lost, and yeah. As school ends, everything, all of it, Izuku heads back to his, dorm. As he sits down, he has a suit and tie right next to him. He's thinking about, wearing it, since he wants to give something very special to Uraraka. Something that he's been meaning to give for a long time. He knows it in the bottom of his heart that he actually loves a lot, to Uraraka. The pure, innocent child that we all love, Broccoli Boy. We all love him. And how happy and charismatic Izuku really is. So, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to, continue on with the story. So, as Izuku is practicing his lines against the, a mirror, and is wearing his suit and tie, a suit. He has instead of a white shirt over his suit, he has a red shirt and a black tie, like normally. Formal and all. And Izuku, he put, gel on his hair to make it look good. And, he wanted to freshen up a little. So, instead of, he washed off the gel and says, hey, I'm going to cut some hair, he needs some change a little. So, he puts back all his suit and tie. He went towards the barber shop that was at least at least an hour away from his school. He got it all clean, fresh, everything, bro. As he heads back, people notice Izuku a little change. His hair is looking better, actually. He has what seems to be how's it call it? Not a buzz cut, but like a fade. I think, I'm not sure how it's called, but Izuku looks different. He is wearing little earrings as well. He's looking fresh, just like here in the picture. Some of the girls were looking at him and saying, yeah, he actually looks fresh. He's actually looking pretty cute. And as he heads back to his dorm, he puts on his suit and tie. He's looking fresh as a motherfucker. Muscular, muscle bulging out and everything. And Izuku, he checks his phone, and it's around 8:30. So he decided to get there a little bit early. He knows, Izuku thought he would go to the same place he asked out Uraraka under what's called a cherry tree, where they first met. And hoping Uraraka remembers the same tree that, Izuku asked him out, so he should know where she'll be going. So as Izuku makes his way out there, he has a bundle of roses and something in his pocket. Now, things about to get a little fresh up in this bitch. And Izuku, he heads out. He sits under a little bench right next to the tree. And he looks up and sees the beautiful, beautiful sight of the sun hitting the tree. And the pink cherry just falling down. And it's very mesmerizing, bro. It's beautiful. Best setting and what he's gonna do right now. So as Izuku sits down on the bench, holding a bundle of roses, looking fresh as a motherfucker, and Izuku waits. He checks his phone again, and 9 p.m. sharp strikes. Izuku waits. He told Uraraka to, come here and all. Maybe she got lost or doesn't know exactly where she is. So Izuku texts the location in case if she's lost. And waits. It was left on red, but not on. She didn't reply or anything. She just saw it. And Izuku, he waits. And waits. And waits. Oh! Izuku waits until 10 p.m. My boy waited there for an hour. And by this time, clouds are coming in. It slowly started to rain, and then it started pouring as a motherfucker. Cats and dogs are raining, and Izuku is drenched. The roses that he held in his hand all dwindled and fell to the ground thanks to the rain. The once beautiful cherry tree that was on top became like a barren, like a freaking dead tree that crows would sit on. That's how barren it was. And it was very dark. The visibility is very shitty. Thunder and lightning strode the whole school. It's like a thunderstorm, really. And Izuku was just there. His head down, anime style, protagonist with their hair down. Yeah. Holding the bundle of roses that once was. He's only holding what's called not the straws. What's it called? The stems of those roses. He's only holding the stems. And Izuku waits there. By this time, his phone is already gone. By this time, it's fully drenched. And Izuku, he feels really sad. He feels like he's been betrayed. Like, he already texted her the location on where she needs to go. Like, she was supposed to come, but she did not. Izuku started to feel a little bit sad. And almost to the point where he was going to cry. He felt like his whole world is torn down. And as he just lays, not lays there, just sits on the bench as the rain is pouring on his hair, going down his chin, it almost signifies that he's crying. But he hears footsteps coming in. And the rain that was once pouring on his head stopped. He then looks up and noticed that someone brought an umbrella. He looks up and says, Uraraka? No, you disgusting nerd! No, I'm not your fucking girlfriend! Kachan? Yes. Now tell me why the hell are you here? Ugh, Deku. You're gonna get yourself catch a cold. Damn it, I was worried for you. And Izuku responds saying, you were worried? Hey, don't think too hard on it. Could you explain to me why you're here in the middle of a thunderstorm? We were looking for you. We were actually worried. And Izuku says, I'm sorry if I worried you. Don't apologize. Anyways, could you tell me why you're here in the middle of a thunderstorm? You're getting all my clothes wet. And Izuku responds saying, I was supposed to come here with Uraraka. Not come here. Actually, she's supposed to show up here. I didn't know why she didn't come. Maybe because there was a thunderstorm? No, I told her to come here around 9. She didn't show up for an hour or so. Well, guess what, nerd? It's 10:30. It's really late. Besides, Aizawa, if he sees us, we're gonna be in more trouble than it is already. And Izuku says, I'm sorry, Kachan. Don't apologize, nerd! Let's go! As both of them started to walk, Bakugo started to ask questions on why Izuku's even there in the first place. Izuku then brings out something from his pocket. Bakugo looks and notices, Is that a fucking ring? And Izuku says, yeah, I was gonna propose to her. And Bakugo says, you propose to Roundface on Valentine's Day? But you known each other for like 6 months. Yeah, but I really liked her a lot, and well, I guess I'll understand why she will say no, but like, it was given a shot, all right. I'm already old enough, and I really don't want to die as a virgin. And Kachin just laughs at him, saying, I know you will die as a virgin forever, dude. And Bakugo says, well, why haven't you done the deed yet? Since you're boyfriend and girlfriend and all. And Izuku responds saying, well, I didn't really much feel comfortable right there and then. Whenever she would try and seductive me, and all, but I didn't feel doing it because I wasn't ready yet. And I told her a bunch of times, but sometimes things could get overboard. But I don't want to do it yet. I didn't feel ready. And Bakugo, he understands. Every man has to go through his own pace. And Izuku, Bakugo says, all right. Since you were gonna propose to Roundface and she didn't show up, I guess we'll go and find her and talk to her. And Izuku says, thanks, Kachan. You really are the best. And Bakugo looks and sees Izuku's smile. And Bakugo says, huh? Don't thank me, nerd. You're lucky that you're my friend. And Izuku says, friend? Hey, nerd! Don't you go on laughing! I'm sorry. Thank you. And both of them, they walk in. And some of the girls or boys were in the lobby area, eating and just talking to each other and saying how good their Valentine's Day were going. How Jiro and Denki are going to actually on a date first thing tomorrow. And some of them, applying Denki for actually trying something instead of doing something retarded. And Denki felt like he's getting all the praise until he looks and sees Izuku coming out, his suit all drenched and his hair fully down. He then goes up to them and says, hey, Izuku, are you alright? Why are you all drenched? And some of the boys were there like, yeah, why are you drenched? And Kirishima came out like, whoa, bro, are you alright? You seem sad. And why are you even out there in a thunderstorm? Bakugo responds saying, oi! Stop it! I'm sorry. And Izuku responds saying, no, it's alright. I was just waiting for someone. I'm sorry for worrying you all. Kirishima responds saying, yo, it's good, alright? I hope you're doing alright. By the way, I like your haircut. Very manly. And Izuku says, oh, thank you, Kirishima. And Denki responds saying, hey, I think his hair is cool. And Izuku says, I guess you all lost your praise. And Denki says, oh man. Well, I guess I'll see you later. I have a date tomorrow with Jiro. Kirishima says, well, you better not, use too much of your electricity. You don't want to be as dumb as a rock in your date. Kirishima responds saying, not Kirishima. Denki responds saying, nah, I'm not. Well, probably. But no, I'm not doing that. And Kirishima responds saying, well, my phone is charging, so could you please? And, they're having a little session. As Bakugo responds saying, oi, do any of you nerds know where Ochaka's room is? And Mineta comes out saying, yeah, it's over there. And Bakugo saying, oh god, what a fucking creep. And Izuku responds saying, Muneta, are you going inside Ochaka's room? Hey, sometimes, alright? A man has, he's very cultured, alright? Man here has no no one wants me for their Valentines, alright? And Izuku says, okay, just don't head to my girlfriend's room, alright? Head to freaking anyone's else, but not mine, alright? Muneta just thumbs up, winking. And Izuku at this point is done with him. As both of them head towards Uraka's room. Sorry. Something was in my throat. Anyways, as both of them head towards Uraka's room, Izuku was about to open up the... Well, not open up. Turn the doorknob as he hears, "Oh, Ida, we super burst all over me, please." "Yeah, take it, Ochaka. Man, you're so tight." And Izuku just stops right there and then. His eyes lost his sparkle. His heart dropped. And says, Ida? Bakugo was right behind him saying, "Oi, nerd, open up the door already." And Izuku just slowly started to go back. And Bakugo says, "Oi, nerd." "Whatever, I'll open it up." As he was about to open it up, he hears Uraka moaning. And Ida moaning along with it, saying, "Oh, yeah, you're way better. I can't believe I had to win you over with a little bit of money. Oh, please. You have a lot more money than that stupid-ass Deku. Besides, you're more of a man than he can ever be." Bakugo was about to fucking destroy the whole planet. Like, this Ooh! This man was heated. He just started to talk shit about fucking Deku. And, flashbacks and everything. And Izuku was, about to propose to this motherfucker. This fucking slut. This fucking whore. This whole Ochaka. Bakugo was about to fucking destroy the door, break in, and motherfucking pop, 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 motherfucker, pop, And as he was about to do that, Izuku puts his hand on Bakugo's shoulder and says, "No, I'll be the one who's gonna do it." Bakugo says, Deku, you never really much, fight without a good reason." Izuku just looks at him and says, "This is a good reason." He then starts to untie his tie and says to Bakugo, "Look, is Bakugo." And, Kachan was very surprised that Izuku called him by his name instead of calling him Kachan. Now, this shit is gonna go fucking... The whole planet is gonna destroy. It's gonna be destroyed, bro. As Izuku just unties his, tie and takes off his suit, he has his wet, what's called, shirt over it, and tells Bakugo, "It's time to redeem yourself." And Bakugo was like, "What do you mean by redeem?" "I want you to record everything that I'm going to do right here and now. Please." And Kachan said, "Okay, that's a weird request." So he brings out his phone, he presses record and says, "Alright, what do you want me to do?" "Face it towards me." And Izuku says, "Hey everyone from Class 1A and Class 1B, and also the support course are probably teachers as well. This is me, Izuku Midoriya, from Class 1A. Now, I just want to say, have you ever felt betrayed by your friends? By your family? Someone so close to you that you can call themselves family? Well, I've been betrayed today. Fantastic, right?" Not really. Izuku's smile was gone. Izuku then starts to strip. Only part of him, he was half naked, showing his busty muscles and all that, six-pack, and says, "I'm gonna show you all today why you shouldn't mess with the people around you, and how actions and consequences can inflict on what you do in today's period, alright? So, cameraman, Bakugo, I want you to pay attention to the actions I'm going to do right here and now. And insert that in your mind to never mess to another person. Or if you're so-called, well, cheating on the person who you trust the most. Well, today, that happened. The girl of my dreams that I loved very much for the past 6 months and became boyfriend and girlfriend cheated on me. And right here, right now, it's happening. History is being made, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for me to destroy it. So, I hope you all enjoy the beating that I'm gonna give to our president. Our class president. So, Izuku try to move Bakugo a little bit behind him. And Izuku, facing the doorway, charged up 30% of One For All and kicked down the fucking door, bursting it through, and says, "Hey, motherfuckers!" Bah, 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 fucking beating on fucking Ida while he's doggy style on fucking Uraraka. Uraraka says, "What the fuck? Holy shit, Izuku!" And Ida is getting his ass beat. He didn't have time to react. Ida's getting his ass beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Fucking beating him, smacking the fuck out of him, grabbing his hair, throwing him against the wall, beating the fuck out of him, saying, "What's good, motherfucker? What's good? What's good? What's good, motherfucker?" And Ida said, "Please, I'm sorry. I didn't have no one for Valentine's, bro." And Izuku says, "Well, now, huh? You ain't having no more. You're having to smoke, bro. You're having to smoke." And just fucking kicks the fuck out of him. Izuku brings up his hair, is making him stand, and just fucking punched him using 30% of One For All right on his stomach. Folded this motherfucker like an omelet. And sends him flying outside of the whole dorm. Send him outside of UA. No, not like the outside premises. Like they're still inside UA, but outside the dorms, and just in a field. The alarms ring. UA is shutting down. They think it's actually a villain attack. Like, who attacks at 3 a.m.? Well, not right 3 a.m. So it was around like 12. Not 12. So they did it like 10. Right now it'll be around 10:30. That's around 10:30. So the whole school shuts down. People are getting informed that somehow something happened in UA, and teachers need to get there as fast as they can. Midnight, she wakes up. Vlad King, he wakes up. Aizawa, vampire's fucking up. He then says, God damn it. Why the fuck are these stupid ass villains attacking while I'm trying to get my fucking sleep? And he puts on his scarf. He's in his pajamas. And it's still raining outside. It's still raining. Thunder and lightning is still striking. Class 1A is woken up. Class 1B is woken up. The support course is woken up. Everyone is woke. Alright? Everyone was trying to calm themselves and thinking, maybe this is a villain attack. Maybe they need to go outside. It's raining. They can't go outside, so they decided to watch the whole fight go down on the windows. Now, the visibility is very shitty. Very, very shitty on the windows. And they could faintly see a man outside who's laying down slumped back on the floor. They think is actually the villain who's getting defeated. Well, some of them. Oh, sorry. And Mei Hatsume got out of her room, puts on her goggles, and watched from she had a clear view on the window, but the visibility was really shitty. She then puts on her goggles, and all the rain, everything stopped, but showed showed the man slumped back, but there was no rain, no thunder. That's how advanced our technology has gone. And she just sees this slump ass, freaking adult looking ass, fucking Ida. They just see him slump back. His eyes are gone. His pupils are gone. He's just pure white. He's just gone at this point. Foam is coming out of his mouth. And Izuku, he's still up there in Uraraka's room. Uraraka, she covers herself, and says, "Izuku, why are you here?" Izuku just turns and looks at Uraraka, slowly walking towards her. And Uraraka says, "Izuku, I could explain. He was taking advantage of me. Yes, And Izuku says, gender equality slap. And she just was surprised. She holds her cheek and says, Izuku, shut up. Shut up, motherfucker, before I do the same treatment as I did to Ida right here. You played me on the fucking start. Why? I loved you. And, Bakugo comes in recording everything. And saying, holy shit, Deku be on that gangster shit. And, Izuku was about to slap her one more time until, Izuku sees what he has become. He was a pure person. He doesn't like fighting for any bad or, foolish reason. He does everything for a reason. And if people are going to see him as a man who just hits girls, he will be looked at as not much as a hero anymore. And Izuku stops and says, you're lucky, alright? You're lucky. Because if you were any other man, I will fuck you up. I will fuck you up right here, right now. If my dream is not to become a hero, I would actually fuck you up right here, right now. Alright? So you better be fucking lucky. You better pray to God every day that you are lucky. Alright? Now I'm gonna finish what I started. Izuku turns and just jumps down and lands superhero style. And it's raining and thunder pouring. Ida slowly trying to get up. Says, motherfucker. Oh god. Oh god. My stomach. Oh no, my super burst. He's completely naked outside. And Izuku, all he could see is his faint lightning stirring around him. His green lightning and his green pure eyes. Kanchan is, trying to record all of this, but the visibility is really shitty. But all he could see was Izuku's thunder. And Izuku says, what's good, homie? What's good? You think you're gonna be slick, huh? You think you'll be getting slick, huh? You better respect other people. He then starts to do this chopping motion. And Izuku grabbed Ida's arm and broke it. Okay. Chopping motion, huh? I'll chop the fuck out of you right here, right now. Ida screams. Since his arm is broken, he tries to get up. He tries to super burst Izuku around the face. And Izuku just grabs Ida and fucking Ida's leg and twists it. Why am I saying twists it? Twisted it. Ida started to scream and ask for forgiveness, bro. This man is pleading. He's crying. This bitch ass person is crying. Now, Izuku says, what's good, man? What's good? He then starts to kick Ida's freaking stomach. And Ida curls up in a little ball. He says, what's good, huh? What's good? Huh? Thinking you were slick fucking my girl, huh? Well, you can have her now. You can have her now when you both meet in heaven. No, when you both meet in hell, bro. Come on, square up, motherfucker. Square up. Huh? I heard correctly that Uraka says you're more of a man than me. Come on, then, square the fuck up. Square the fuck up. And just kicks Ida's spine. Bro, he's literally about to break it. And Izuku turns Ida, facing him, and just fucking pummels him. Just punching the fuck out of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just punching the fuck out of Ida. This man's soul is gone. This man's whole entire generation is gonna be wiped out of the face of the earth. Izuku is relentless as fuck. He did not care. He does not care at all. He blacked out. He's punching the fuck out of Ida. Now, the teachers are rushing in and everything. All Might was there. He rushed out in his pajamas and everything. Full All Might and everything. He is outside. He can faintly hear the sound of bones crushing. But could see Izuku outside. But all he could see was his lightning figure around him. So he immediately thought, oh, hey, it's Izuku. Wait, is he fighting a villain? I have to help him. He jumps in and fucking punches Ida as well. Both of them are punching Ida. Bro, Ida's done. His chest cavity is gone. Ida's existence in total is fucking gone. And All Might did not know that Ida was there at all. He thought that actually was a villain. So he joined in fighting Izuku. Izuku blacked out. He's punching. All Might, he's punching as well. 20% one for all. Pop, 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 pop. And as a lightning strikes and it freaking the visibility increases a little bit thanks to the lightning strike, All Might could see Ida's face and says, oh shit, that's actually Ida. Young one, stop it. He just jumps in, tackles Izuku, saying, stop it, that's actually Ida. He's not a villain. Stop, Izuku. You know, Izuku's blacked out at this point. He's just flailing his arms around, like still punching. His arms are partially broken in each part of his, each part of his freaking hands. He punched Ida so hard that it started to break his own hands and arms. That's how hard Izuku's going at Ida. He doesn't fuck around anymore. It's like a switch just hit Izuku. Izuku slowly calmed down thanks to All Might. All the teachers rushed out there and just saw the whole, sight. The thunder stopped and everything slowed down. As the recovery girl goes out there after the whole rain and everything, Aizawa was wondering how the hell this even happened. And thank God, Bakugo was there. Now, it's gonna be fire. Alright, it's gonna be fire. And as All Might is trying to talk to Izuku, saying, what happened? Like, why was he fighting Ida? Like, did he know that he was a villain or something? Like, what was going on? Why was Ida fucking butt naked? And Ochaka was still up there in her room, covered herself, and Midnight just says, oh, so maybe something happened and involved Ochaka in her room. She probably didn't know what was happening, and, made her share a room with one of the girls. I'll probably say Momo. No one knows what happened but Izuku and Bakugo is gonna save that for. I'm probably gonna explain that in the next video if this gets 50 likes. All right, enough. Let's get back in the story. As Izuku slowly regains his consciousness and says, "Okay, I calm down, All Might. I calm down." All Might says, "Okay, young one," and he lets go of Izuku. Izuku gets up and slowly walks towards Ida. As Ida's fucking slumped on the floor, his teeth are gone. His eyes are just gone at this point. Like, pupils are dilated. He's gone. They have to put a funeral for Ida. I don't feel bad for Ida. I really don't. And Izuku just looks at him and spits on his face, saying, 10 toads never fold. I'm out this bitch. Izuku starts to walk away. All Might tried to stop Izuku and talk to him, but Izuku says, All Might, you don't want the same smoke as they gave to fucking Ida. You don't want the smoke. And All Might says, okay, I'm not fucking with Izuku at this point. So Izuku, he heads towards, Recovery Girl. Recovery Girl helps him with his whole arms, and Mei Hatsume saw it all. 4K. She just needed her goggles, that's all. She just saw everything. And she was actually aroused by Izuku's muscles going back and forward, punching the fuck out of Ida. Something inside of her surged from that. So she decided, she was going to follow Izuku for a while. So Izuku, he gets out of UA for a while and heads towards a local bar that he didn't even know where or it was. He sits down, and the bartender there, he was an old man with a, white mustache and just cleaning off the cups. Right now, it's around 11. This boy Izuku just beat the fuck out of Ida in a matter of 30 minutes. And Izuku just sits down on a little booth, or not booth, I think. Not a booth, not like those booths. Like a friggin', with a large pole in the middle and just padded or something. I'm not sure what's that called. He just sits down on that and just slumps on the bar. The old man just says, well, are you here to order something? And Izuku says, yeah, give me the best thing you ever have here. And, the old man says, are you new here or something? And Izuku says, yeah, first time drinking, give me something that will actually waste me. Like, maybe forget everything, alright? I'll pay you whatever you like. And the old man could see Izuku's heart, like, broken and everything. He could see how much hatred he has. And says, alright then. He makes something very special. And just gives it to Izuku. Izuku drinks and says, wow, this is pretty good. And the old man says, well, I can see that you're in distress or something. So, that's all in the house for me. Izuku's eyes sparkled and smiled and said, thank you. Thank you very much. The old man obliged and says, well, you're welcome. But the next one isn't going to be free. And Izuku says, I know. As he just slumps and drinks his, drink alone. Very sad for someone to be drunk alone. But don't worry, he's not going to be drunk alone, drinking alone. So as Izuku just drinks, he then hears a little bell ring. And who walks in? Mei Hatsume, bro. The thickest snicker of them all. The thickest honey bunches of them all. And as Mei Hatsume, sits right next to Izuku saying, hey Izuku, how you been? Izuku just turns and says, oh, hey Mei, how you been? She responds saying, yeah, pretty good. Why are you here? And what happened towards, that, students? What happened to that altercation or anything? And Izuku responds saying, well, I beat the fuck out of him because he, fucked my girlfriend. And now that I'm actually taking my time and realizing everything, I think I was actually played. Yeah, she didn't. My mom always said that she didn't, looked apart from her. She didn't really show much feeling. She just smiled and everything. And I guess my mom noticed that she was very different, saying that someone I should get away, but I didn't listen to her. Man, I regret everything. Mei just says, well, why do you regret everything? This is something new, right? A new feeling. It's normal for people like you to learn, new feelings and all. And Izuku turns his head and looks at Mei and says, well, why are you here? Don't you have someone else to hang out for Valentine's Day? Mei just says, well, no. And Izuku was surprised. He said, no? Girl, you be thicky though. Why does no one, want to hang out with you for Valentine's Day? I mean, I'll kill for hanging out with someone like you. Mei, she blushes a little bit, saying, yeah, but most of the boys only like me for my body. They don't even have the time and energy to just hang out with me. Most of them don't even know me. I just really hate it. And Izuku says, oh, I see. And Mei just looks down and notices Izuku's pants are all wet. And she says, what? Why your pants are all wet? And Izuku says, the rain. And why are you half naked? Izuku says, don't question it. And Mei could see the bod on this mother. He could see the muscles coming out of him. And she's pretty much fucking nose bleeding at this point. She just sees everything. And she's happy. And Izuku says, quit staring. You want a piece of this? And she says, huh? Are you already drunk? I mean, huh? And Izuku says, no, this drink isn't really much hitting me. Besides, since you don't have someone to hang out for Valentine's, or people are just looking for you for your body, how about this? Since we know each other for a little while, want to hang out? I mean, I don't really have much else to plan today, since my whole evening is ruined. So what would you like to do? She responds saying, well, I don't really know either way. I could, I guess, hang out with you. Izuku's happy, he smiles. And Mei felt her heart flutter. And she just, she's happy, So both of them hang out for a while. Both of them drinking, having the greatest time of their life. both talking, and Mei just, spills out some things that made Izuku sad, and Izuku's trying to comfort her and all. And Izuku says, well, I guess it's around 12. Valentine's Day is almost over. And Mei responds saying, yeah, I guess so. Izuku responds saying, hey, how about this? Would you like to be my Valentine's? She responds saying, huh? But what about your girlfriend? She's not my girlfriend anymore. I hated her. I really do now. She crushed my heart. She left me into shattered little pieces. I don't know if I can ever pick them up. Mei puts her hands on Izuku's hand and says, well, I could pick them up and rebuild it, reforge it, and make it stronger than ever. Izuku smiled and says, well, I'm sorry if I can't get you any more, but here. He brings out a little Hershey's and says, here, happy Valentine's Day. Mei says, oh, no, I'm good. I don't really, want to take things from you. Not in the state that you are. Izuku says, nonsense, take it. No, it's alright. And Izuku, says, alright then. He then unwraps it, takes everything out. He puts the chocolate in his mouth. And Izuku says, right, close your eyes. Mei says, why? Just do it. And, Mei, she closes her eyes and says, alright. And Izuku leans in and kisses Mei. For 2 minutes straight. Mei lost her guard and everything. And just kissed Izuku. Both of them, tongue to tongue. And Izuku's mixing with that chocolate and everything, bro. It was very, 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 scenish. And Izuku, he backs off and left Mei panting. And says, Izuku, and Izuku got up. By this point, his pants are dry, and Izuku walks right next to her and faces, face to face. She turns her, stool around, face to face. Izuku puts both of his hands on the bar, and Mei could only see Izuku's face and chest. And she just blushing. And she says, Izuku, I think you drank a little bit too much. And Izuku responds saying, no, I think I might as well enjoy this for a little while. I mean, since you don't have no one else to enjoy it with, we'd rather enjoy it with me, doll. And Mei has never seen this side of Izuku. Izuku is this pure-hearted person who always fights for a reason. And Mei is taken back by this. She has never thought Izuku would go this far. And Mei says, you're drunk. I think you should calm down. And Izuku puts his hands on her chin, brings it up, and says, nope, I'm pretty much sober at this point. And Mei is losing her shit. She's fucking blushing as fuck. And she says, Izuku, well, what do you want to do? I mean, do you want to do it with me? I could do it if you want, as long as you're comfortable. And Mei, she just nods saying, yeah, I'm comfortable with it. And Izuku just won over Mei. So Izuku just leans in and says, well, I'm gonna rock you senseless all night long until sunrise. Mei was hyperventilating. This heat that Izuku is coming out with is immense and is almost like she's gonna melt away. So Izuku just signals the bartender to call a cab. The bartender sees everything, says, okay, yes, I'm definitely getting this man a cab. The cab comes, Izuku carries freaking Mei bride style and just brings her into the car. Izuku says to Yue, both of them make it. Izuku's still carrying Mei. Mei is feeling every part of Izuku's chest. seeing how hard it really is. It's more harder than fucking Kirishima's hardening. Yes, I just said that. And Izuku, brings Mei to his dorm without anyone noticing. And says, he goes inside, he locks the door behind him and puts her towards his bed and says, "Are you really sure to be what you want to do with me?" And Mei just puts her arms around Izuku's neck and says, "I would rather do with you than any other man." And Izuku just smiled and fucked her cheeks up. It went on until the fucking sunrise. It was very, very messy. The scene was impeccable and Izuku had a good day. Now, I hope you all enjoyed the What If. I'm making a part 2, alright? I'm probably not going to be posting for at least a week, because since I'm going to focus on the 2K special, and I hope you all enjoy. Later!